And you guys are going to like it because check it out. Chippewa here behind me is back open. There are still a few City of St. Louis water workers on scene. Lindenwood is closed, but as far as a main route that many of you use to get to work, it is back open right now, but that was not the case just a couple hours ago. If Chief Jose Alvarez comes to work here at the Caseyville Police Department later today, he's going to have something in common with the people he's been known to bring in handcuffs. That is an arrest record, and that is all thanks to this. But it is worth pointing out, they did this last year, and it was a huge success, a 95% attainment rate for all the kids who did get jobs. Over the last few months, we have reported several Amber Alerts here on News 4 this morning, and I asked police, why is this a Sarah alert instead of a national Amber Alert? They tell me because they are confident that D'Angelo is still here in the St. Louis area. Really two main reasons. For one, we have seen mass shootings happen at malls in our country and also around the world in the last few years. And then two, the county officer I spoke to about this used this mall as the example for this training. I did, Claire, and in fact, I've spoken to them 5 times since 3 o'clock this morning and still no suspect information in this, but whoever did it was very bold. That's because this shooting happened in the middle of a neighborhood.
And our Laura Hettiger is the only reporter to sit down with the mayor to talk about this initiative. And Laura, what did he tell you?
Well, Andre, I really found out that this story, this specific program, really encompasses just about everything we follow here at News 4. Crime, tax dollars, city officials, and then advocating for those who can't advocate for themselves. Typically, no news is good news, but not in this case, because I just checked in with 2 officers here at Belleville who tell me they've still not received any calls or tips about that missing 11-year-old since they issued that Sarah alert. So this is why we need to keep showing you his picture. Now, Claire and Andre, I don't care what you say about the state of Illinois. I call it the great state of Illinois, and there's even more of a push for female instructors here because right now people are working to get their concealed carry license. They have to go through quite a bit of training to do that. You might find it hard to believe that there's been such an issue with these pink fluffy mustache cars. There's been a lot of drama since Lyft lifted off St. Louis area streets on Friday. There have been tickets, citations, and today a court appearance.
Laura Hettiger has an interview you will only hear right now on News 4 this morning.
And Andre, that interview is with the mayor of St. Louis, Mayor Francis Slay. We are talking about crime, city tax dollars, but police do tell me they are confident that D'Angelo and his mother are still in the St. Louis area. The latest is that a 21-year-old man is dead. And get this, you saw the map, but this all happened in the middle of a residential area.
Laura Hettiger is the only reporter to sit down with the mayor to talk about this initiative, STL Youth Jobs. So Laura, what'd you find out?
Hey, Andre, first off, I found out that, we'll get to that in just a second. I found out that this is actually the 2nd year that the mayor has used many of your tax dollars to fund this program. Last year, he put $100,000 into it. This year, though, he feels so strongly about it, he's putting $200,000 city tax dollars into it. Now, later today, the mayor will team up with people from MERS Goodwill and also leaders with the Incarnate Word Foundation in hopes of attracting more businesses and more people to donate. And as you see some video from last year's summer work program, let me explain just how this does work. Youth from around St. Louis will apply for the program, then they are going to be matched with businesses close to where they live for an 8-week work experience. It's one that had a 95% attainment rate in just the first year.
It puts money in your pocket, it keeps you off the street, builds self-esteem, but gives you really basic life and job skills that can benefit these young people not only tomorrow but also throughout their entire life.
Now, the mayor will be at the Emerson Auditorium in St. Louis County later this morning to explain more of this program. But yesterday when I sat down with him, I wanted to know 2 main things. First off, where exactly is that $200,000 coming from? And then also just what youth in St. Louis can apply to get those jobs. And at the beginning of my report, you saw something going down the street behind me. You see a lot of workers out here working on a water main break. We'll have more on that coming up right at 6 o'clock. For now, though, we're live in South St. Louis. Laura Hettiger, News 4.
So I thought I'd do my own little experiment here. Speaking of work friends, Laura Hettiger just happens to be here. Laura, have you ever unfriended someone?
I have.
Why?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
I did.
What for?
Because I was sick of reading all their political opinions on things.
Wow. I mean, that just totally supports this. How about that? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever had someone want to be your friend and you decline to be their friend and put them off and put them off and put them off for months, even though they're pretty good friends at work with you?
Yeah, you.
Knew what I was getting at.
We're really not that good of friends, are we?
Oh,
Well, you know what that say? You know what they say
Zinger.
about that? They say I could either be surprised, bothered, amused, or saddened by that. And I think I'm going to go with saddened.
man.
I'm going to go with saddened.
I'll buy you a coffee
Wow.
later.
Will you? Oh, then I'm cool with it. I'm cool.
We won't put it on Facebook, though.
Man.
All right. All right, you two. Be friends. Be nice.